Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the announcer said, I'm a poet who doesn't know it, but he's going to attempt to do some poems. Anyway, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. We're going to sort of quick recital for the overseas students. And the first poem I'm going to do tonight is a poem dedicated to one of my boyhood heroes, who is Tarzan. And it's nothing to do with Michael Heseltine, by the way, because I know he's regarded or referred to as Tarzan sometime. It's about a real Tarzan, the man out in the jungle. And I decided to write it to show appreciation for the amount of pleasure that I've derived through Tarzan over the years. And apart from that, I decided to write it because of these TV heroes you get nowadays, like Spider-Man and He-Man and Skeletor and all that, you know. And I mean, if you compare him with Tarzan, I mean, his Spider-Man, all he's good for is bloody crawling up walls, and your bloody He-Man is a bloody thickhead, ain't he? All he's got is bloody muscles, you know. I mean, you take Batman, for instance. I mean, you never catch Batman near a woman, will you? I mean, look at him. I mean, Batman, he can't be bloody human, can he? I mean, bloody Catwoman fancied him bloody rotten, didn't she? I mean, how can any bloody red-blooded, sensible male, you know, resist the bloody cows of bloody Catwoman, you know? I mean, he's always with his bloody sidekick Robin, ain't he? You know what I mean? For me, he just can't be human. I mean, none of them can compare with Tarzan, because, I mean, Tarzan is a great man, and like they say, behind every great man, there's always a good woman, and Jane was always there. Jane was always there, you know, to wipe Tarzan's fevered brow if he ever went down with fever or malaria or what have you. And like I say, on the human count, he beats all of them, and like I said, I decided to write a poem especially in honor of Tarzan, and it's a dedication dedicated especially to Tarzan. Anyway, the title of it is Ode to Tarzan. And I decided to write an ode because there are not many poets these days doing odes anyway, no? Anyway, Ode to Tarzan. Anyway, that was Ode to Tarzan. I couldn't really think of any more fitting way of showing your appreciation, you know, except to sort of, you know, try to imitate Tarzan's jungle call when he calls the animal. Anyway, the next poem I'm going to do is a poem that's... No, the next poem I'm going to do is a poem that's sort of more down to earth, and I think most of no, the next one I'm going to do is a love poem. But I wonder if anybody out in the audience has ever been in love in their life. Any man in the audience have ever been in love? Nobody, no man? Well, you must have been missing out on a lot then. Any woman in the audience who's ever been in love in their life? No, well, we got already nuns and monks out of here. anyway, like I say, because love is a very difficult subject to talk about or even try to transmit or bring over to an audience. So that's why I ask people, because I remember when I was sort of first hit by love, because it makes you do all sort of funny things. I mean, I used to sort of go around counting stars at night, and I suppose it was for the first time in my life that I realized that birds actually sung, and I used to sort of get up early in the morning and put my head to the window to listen to the birds chirping, and you know, generally you notice a lot of things about nature. You notice, well, the stars in the skies, the moon at night, and for me it meant, well, I sort of became part of the universe. You know, I felt, you know, as if I was one with nature. And as I said, it was that sentiment, you know, that strong emotion that drove me to write this poem. And like I said, it was a love poem, and it was written after a weekend of sort of heavy lovemaking. I don't know if anybody, you know, anybody in the audience have experienced a sort of heavy weekend or heavy lovemaking, but it was actually written after one of those type of weekends, and I actually wrote it in the office after getting back on a dreary Monday morning, and I sat and reflected on the beautiful weekend that I had. Anyway, it's a love poem. Hey babe, you're not a queen who sits upon a lofty throne, but a fairy dreamer floating ethereally across a moonful sky, coloring the senses in their flight. Let not the night nor the endless hours take from your being its vitality. Be thine the hour when your light shall shine profusely down on me, and awaken my heart from its darkest dreams. The day, though dreary and doggone, cannot undo the scent of love that you have left upon my cheek. The minutes that wait upon the dying seconds quickens my soul to heights of expectancy. Though the fading rose is envious of my newfound ecstasy, my spirit is still attuned with love and all that's lovely. I wish for you from the primed infancy of my deepest loving. That was a nice little love poem, and it was sort of written to celebrate love. Anyway, I'd like to move on to my next piece, and they say after love comes love's sweet pain. That was Shelley, Percy Bysshe, who said that. And another writer said the course of true love, or the course of love never quite runs smoothly. And for me, that's what happened, because I remember after sort of being in love, I was rudely awakened by, by events, because I remember the thing that actually happened was my love was betrayed. And I wonder if there's any man out there who's ever had a woman cheated on him. Any man in the audience who's ever experienced the humiliation of having to sort of face up to the awful truth? No? Any woman then who's ever experienced the drastic and horrible feelings of having a man cheat on them? Anyway, if you have done, or if you've experienced it, you would have had somewhat in common with me, because I remember after sort of being in love, and the object of my desires, or the lady who I thought I was enamored with, coming up to me and saying, well, I've slept with another man. And, well, immediately I was sort of struck dumb. I was speechless. And I remember thinking at the time, I wish I was living in bloody France. I might have been able to commit a crime of passion and get away on a ticket like that or something like that, and, really hits you hard, and I was hit hard. I was hit way down deep, and tears flowed, and anyway, I soaked off and walked up on me and I soaked away and wrote this poem to express my feelings, because, it doesn't make sense expressing it in any other way, so I took to the pen and the paper. And then, like I say, it's an analysis of the relationship and how it broke down and how everything came to a sudden end. Anyway, the title of the poem is Soul Food. And soul food, like I say, is the outpourings of sorrow and disgust and indignation that you feel after a broken relationship. You ate soul food, thought that it was good. I was terrible. You could sense my state. Drunk, stoned, thought a joint was a hunk of flesh crossing from a table to a chair. An indecent obsession courted by flames, pressing dispatching lips to the sensual realms. A bottle of wine, no pillow or a bed, took you to foreign devils, separated you from providence. Godless but giving, imbued and haunted, there on the beds of the lonely and loveless, a shadow cast its spell, enveloped your presence, divided your pleasures. I asked for giving, you did not decline, taut apprehensive under your armpits, welding an unrighteous relationship. Financial facts became irrelevant. Design was a fact, not manual, able to persuade or warn from wrongdoing. Change or averting didn't seem the right thing. A hand held out is well versed in diplomacy. The diplomat's way to mediate held no terrors or therapy. Rethinking games was all you longed for. Retracing steps, not awful murder. Go now, you said after the tide had gone out from the fisherman's viewpoint, no bait or hook on his broken rod. I said I'll return, but I was at loggerheads, a crook reveling in being a spade. I took you for walkies when the green grass played with the early dew under my feet. Before worries awaited the unrisen request, laying in wait for the unsuspecting guest. Angling to avoid embarrassment, I resorted to rules, urbane and gentle, meek to all men, brothers and sisters. You failed to keep your lover beside you. I died seeking a love that was long overdue. That was soul food, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'm going to finish off my set with a poem entitled Far. And Far is a poem reflecting on the end of the relationship when the person's gone forever and you know they can never come back, though deep down you hope and wish that they probably will or would or what have you. And like I say, it's a poem of love and missing love or missing the old times, a poem of memories long gone by, when all you can focus on or think about is those beautiful times you used to have. And the title of the poem is Far, and it's my last poem, by the way, so for those of you who are getting a bit edgy, because I know it's, Anyway, the title of the last one is Far. I was talking to myself aloud under the cloak of an uncertain cloud, when my mind was duly bent on my pining heart's intent, asking love to let me dwell in her pretty house so swell with delicacies and delights, in a day fitful with fright. Must I carry dreams like this, thoughts that make me want to kiss a world in agony goodbye? As my brow lies beaten here, I look out towards next year, not knowing what it will bring. So tell me, sister, when you sing, is it like a meadowlark or like a dog that cannot bark? Where your whims have cast their nets, in what climes rest your regrets? Hidden from a curious world, contented just to fake a lie. Curled up in your conscience you alight, a shaky stares out on a flight, knowing no one's genuine name, refusing to lay any claim to any familiarity. You depart from modesty with your vanity intact, with a rucksack on your back. To a distant land you head, full of water and white bread, feeding the insatiable. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening, and it's been a pleasure to be here.
I hope you're enjoying yourselves. And now we are going to have the taste of Africa. We're going to have a Kenyan song called Malaika. It's a famous love song. It's a famous love song about a young man who cannot marry his loved one because of financial problems. And next we'll be having an Indian dance. This is a story of a young girl teasing her betrothed on their wedding night. And watch the story and watch the movement and pretend that you are playing a part. Who knows, you might be lucky.
have a traditional Algerian dance. This dance is called Alowi, and it comes from Western Algeria. Next, we have A Tragedy, a play which depicts the history of the South African struggle. Watch the play and judge for yourselves.
I would like to tell you a tale. It is a tale that mounts on stubborn hope. This time has told us to be owls that fly in the daylight. We do so. Also, fingerless and toeless, we climb the mountain. Someone must know this. This is an ageless tale, told through many lives, from villages, farms, factories, and streets. It is a tale which makes some want to be deaf to us. It is a tale asking, how tall is peace?
How do I tell the thing? Peace and change. Fresh every minute and every hour. It is a gaggle tale of love and youth. It is a tale of deaths dying in strange ways and places. It is told by flashes of purple, yellow, and green smoke and flames. How do I tell this tale? Like workers in my country march and fight from within mines and factories, from within millfields, fruit orchards, and wheat fields. They march from within despicable ghettos and villages, from out of bamboo stands and prisons. They emerge out of an unripe youth to mount the restless hour. They are the children of freedom.
One thorny morning, you spread your net of terror over our land. You pilloried our happiness in a scaffold of your cheap arrogance. You slashed smiles from the faces of our flowers. Today, you have built galleries of hatred and pain all over our land. Tomorrow, you wouldn't stop porcupine spines from blooming.
The struggle is for food. Age-old bloodhounds give birth to revolt. The sharp teeth of class struggle chew off whole epochs. We have traveled a long way in Soweto. We were matadors, tricking bull-nosed war tanks, and learned how much a brick can bleed a stone to death. Ours is a history of struggle. Ours is a history of resistance. From the founding fathers to 1912.
one, umkhonto wesizwe. Amandla awethu. Crush apartheid between the hammer of armed struggle and the anvil of mass action. 1963, Rivonia, you are not a farm, but a military base. Nelson Mandela, right. Walter Sisulu, right. Goben Mbeki, right. Raymond Mhlaba, right. Ahmed Kathrada, right. Andrew Mlangeni, right. Elias Mutwaledi, right. I have finished the ANC. Nice, huh? 1968, Lillian Ngoyi, Albertina Sisulu, Winnie Mandela. Lock them up. No. Lock up the racist women. 1974, Jules down for her. More workers demanding a living wage. 1976, stones against bullets.
Once, a child sparkled our hope with its eyes. This child once would leap into the air like a gemstone, with laughter which rang of joy. A joy glowing like headlights that would car in the night. A child! Ours! Bones, blood, and flesh which promised to seize the future. It was a promise that the present would live. And then, the bullet came, the bomb. Blind, mad with speed and sound, it sprawled the little bones on the dusty street. It spilled and splashed blood from floors and walls, leaving us cold with disbelief. One union, one country, one federation.